Hi there, it's Donovan, and welcome back to the Special Hour episode 22. This time I am joined by, as usual, my co-host, Mr. Dean.
What's up, everyone? It's Mr. Dean. It sounded like you were about to skip right over me and just say, I'm joined by Sten, and I was going to, Donovan,
yeah,
I was going to lose my mind.
Here. A brand new guest, we have Sten.
Hello.
Replacing Mr. Dean today.
Okay,
so, Mr. Dean, this is the goodbye episode.
It was really nice knowing everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for getting us here to 22 episodes, as well as the fans.
All right, but what's up, Sten? How are you doing today?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm actually today's been great.
Awesome.
But before we kind of get into everything, first, do you want to kind of introduce yourself, what you do on your channel, just in case if anyone listening to this doesn't know who you are?
Oh yeah. Hello, I'm Sten. The main thing I normally do is I make YouTube videos. I have two separate channels, but the one that I mainly have a lot of passion towards is my main one. Most of the time, well, I only have two videos on there, but planning wise, I normally just most of the stuff that I really do is big collab videos. Some bigger than others. The one that Mr. Dean here knows me for is my collab videos for charity, where I get a bunch of creators together and each one talks about a specific game or series. So I did one for Nintendo, and at the time this is coming out, should be in 100 indie games that you should play.
Yeah, which we will be getting more in depth in a few minutes. But before we do get to that, I wanted to quickly just break the ice a little bit. You know what I mean? We're not. I know everyone thinks that we're a very serious and professional podcast, but I want to break that stereotype, right, Donovan? Because I don't want to get the wrong impression with people. So before we get into it,
oh yeah, we're super
very professional. We are very professional. Yeah. Okay.
Typing up my notes right now.
Yeah. So we usually start out with what we did over the past week. So do either of you guys have anything interesting that has been going on in your personal lives or whatever?
Yeah, we had our architecture reviews yesterday. I think I briefly went over what that review entailed in prior episodes. But basically, we were making a house for a specific protagonist. I got a rideshare driver, but I wanted to spice things up a little bit. So I made a film about this rideshare driver who was hunting down the killer that killed his brother. And I made a whole film about that. And I didn't have to, but I just brought my giant monitor to the review. So I had a...
Wait, this is for architecture?
Yes, this is for architecture.
Okay.
So I had a little film on the side as a little extra bonus thing. But all my hard work paid off with the model and a bunch of drawings. Other than that, I had some other things in my brain, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's just been architecture. But now I'm done, and we're basically done for the entire rest of this year. So Thanksgiving break has just started. I definitely did not skip physics class today. Definitely.
Yeah, we're academic weapons on this.
I'm a great student. Yeah. What about you, Sten?
Aside from my project, I haven't really had too much going on. Mostly just been spending the rest of my other free time playing video games.
Any specific games that you've been playing?
I did recently beat Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Oh,
I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Mm-hmm. I've
never played a Shinobi game, but I thought the art style looked really cool.
Okay,
and so I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And it is easily some of the most smooth and satisfying combat I have ever played in a video game.
Cool.
This is one of the first times in a while where I actively tried to 100% it. The only thing that I really had left is a boss rush mode, which they're not boss rushes aren't personally for me. I see why they're there. I don't think they're a bad addition or anything. They're just normally not my thing, where it's just basically just redoing a bunch of stuff that I already did, especially if each attempt takes minutes at a time. This is more of a personal preference kind of thing.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We'll probably get a little bit more into the games we've played in future section. I finally remember what else I did. I watched 2 movies. One of them was called Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That's
a good one.
I think a really good, really good, probably top 10 favorite animations of mine. And then yesterday I watched one of the most dog shit movies I've ever seen. And I mean, we did it to ourselves. I was with my friends. We're like, guys, I want to watch a bad movie today. So we watched Moonfall. if you've ever heard of it, Moonfall.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
I feel like I've heard of it.
It's terrible. It is so awful. I wanted everyone, all of the characters, I just wanted them to die. And then one of them did die. And it's like, I didn't care. I did not care. It was like a Redditor. And also the movie just went batshit insane at the end. It's like, someone was high on LSD and started going crazy on the pen. It's wild stuff. Anyways, what about you, Mr. Dean?
Am I allowed to talk about a movie that I watched this past week that I did not like, that I know is very beloved?
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure. Like, well, I'm
Get
just
your
asking because, like,
ready.
yeah, because it's like we're only 6 minutes in, and I don't want to rile up people because I know this is a movie that people. It's a very like pretentious, like, you know, this is like the greatest movie of all time type of thing. But me and my roommate,
is shit.
Not The Godfather, not The Godfather, but me and my roommate and one of our friends, we decided to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey, which, you know, of course, very famous movie from the 60s. And before I talk about how I don't like the movie, I will say the cinematography is very impressive, especially for the time. It was a vibe. It was like atmospheric. With that being said, boring as shit. I did not give a single fuck about anything going on in that movie. It was kind of interesting, the portrayal of AI back from the 60s, where you had HAL, which was kind of like this AI.
Open the door.
Yeah, and it was kind of like, you know, taking over the ship and everything. Aside from that, like, I really cannot express enough how little of a fuck I had to give about anything going on in that movie. So if that's your favorite movie, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, Mr. Dean is giving it the thumbs down. So yeah.
I've never watched it.
Don't.
I just know of it. Don't. Yikes! This is a really, really, really negative review.
Dang, bro.
For such a beloved classic, apparently.
No, like, okay, there's redeemable parts of it. I as I back myself into the corner, as I know there's people coming to. Well, and it's like the director. It's a Kubrick movie, so you know, if anyone that's unfamiliar, he also directed The Shining, for example. It's like he has a pedigree of like very, very influential movies. It's just A Space Odyssey did not do it for me, so. Sorry. Anyway, with that being said, though, do you guys want to talk about some video games?
Of course.
Oh wait, this is a gaming podcast.
Yeah,
I thought this was a movie podcast.
No, this is an anti-cinephile podcast. Did you not know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So for the next segment,
what's the cinephile equivalent word for games? Has that ever been established? Gameify.
It's gonna be the Nintendo adults. I think that's.
Okay. All right. Nintendolin.
As we learned a few episodes ago. Anyway, okay. On a real note, though. So yeah, let's go ahead and quickly go through our special selects. Sten already talked a little bit about what he's been playing this past week. Donovan, is there anything specific that you've been playing this past week that you wanted to talk about? Aside from Kirby Air Riders, we'll talk about that next week.
Sorry.
We'll talk about that next week.
Just a little bit more of Age of Imprisonment, just chugging through that game, not much, but a road trip for Kirby Air Riders. Unfortunately, I was playing that before this recording. Having a lot of fun. We could probably go into that a little bit more on another episode.
Yeah, that's what I just fucking said, is we would do that in another episode.
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's just like, I'm joking.
I'm leaving.
I don't want any DonovanDud fans to come to this podcast and think that I'm just.
First we lost one host, now we're losing the other.
All right, Sten, this is your show.
This is just the Sten hour. Okay, so yeah, was there anything else that you wanted to say about Kirby Air Riders, since you already brought it up?
Maybe we could talk about. We should have probably discussed this before we started recording, but when this episode airs, we will be 2 days away from Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Oh, you're right.
Maybe later on in the episode, or we could probably just not talk about this, but I have so many thoughts in my head about that game. Just so long in the making.
I think it would be good to do that next episode, because we could have next episode be a Kirby Air Riders and Metroid episode, since well, by that point I'm sure you'll have played Metroid for sure, or at least
Metroid wouldn't have released by then when next week.
Okay, well, you can get your thoughts out about Metroid next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's move on to Sten.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I thought you were gonna ask what I've been playing, but no. Yeah. Let's go to Sten.
No. You haven't been playing anything.
Oh wait. No, Sten already went. Oh wait, I have dementia or something.
This is the most rickety episode we have.
Dude, we are professional. You said this earlier. We are so professional. Yeah. This is a great demonstration of true podcasting. So, Mr. Dean, what have you been playing?
I'll be very brief because I want to get to Sten, because I find a lot of the stuff we're going to be talking about to be really interesting. But before we get to that, I've been finishing up the 1,000-Year Door. I'm like at the cusp of beating it. I'm in chapter 7 in the Exnod Fortress right now. So I won't reveal my definitive answer yet about whether the 1,000-Year Door or the original Paper Mario is better in my eyes. But I will say right now I'm leaning towards the 1,000-Year Door, mainly on the back of the character building, the unique storyline, and I will say the Switch remake, the art direction is absolutely gorgeous. So, I don't want to repeat too much about what I already mentioned last episode, but yeah, 1,000-Year Door, really good game. Despite maybe a few problems I have with like pacing and stuff like that. So, who is this Sten guy that we have on the podcast? Let's learn a little bit about what's going on. So yeah, you already talked a little bit about like the basics behind your channel.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate more on the 100 Indie Games project that by the time this episode comes out, it should already be out on your channel?
Yeah.
So people that are interested can check it out. But yeah, like how did this video happen? Like, what's the story behind it?
Okay, so I guess you mean like the origin story?
Yeah, just like whatever you want to dive into regarding it.
Like the development timeline, how it got conceived in your mind.
Well, it started with the Nintendo one, all things considered. That was like the first one that had that style. I was in a group chat, or like a VC, with my good friend Loganiel, who helped me co-organize this one and the Nintendo one. And I think I remember seeing a video somewhere around that was like, this is gonna be incredibly bizarre, but it was like it was reviewing every Lego game or something like that. Just like how it is in the 100 Indie Games and the Nintendo one. Everybody that like each game was assigned to somebody, and it was up to them to write and record and edit a segment that would all get pieced together into this big collage at the end. And I saw that concept, like, oh, that seems pretty cool, actually. Oh, I kind of want to try something like that, but I have, like, no reach. So I was telling Loganiel about it, and he's like, this seems like a really cool idea. We could, like, go ahead and, like, start slowly gathering people together in a server until we have enough people, because at this point in time, we were talking about the Nintendo one, which ended up needing like 155 people, which, as you can imagine, if someone of my size was like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Needless to say, less than a month later, we had everybody. I don't know how that happened. I still don't know how that happened.
Like, was it mainly you or you said Loganiel, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why that I failed to pronounce that.
It was me and Loganiel, but there was also, of course, like a handful of other friends and creators that I knew, but not like an excessive reach like what I would say I probably have now.
Right. So was it mainly, though, you guys cold emailing YouTubers, like joining Discord servers and just like adding people and being like, would you want to like,
were you in people's comment sections?
Yeah, like right, because you said that obviously this happened within a month, which is an absurd timeline to get that many people for one project. So like, I'm just so curious about how did you even get one person? Like, what was your method for how you were going about networking for this?
All things considered, I would say about 50% of the creators that we had in the project were essentially friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, if that makes sense. So like someone knew somebody that they brought on, and then that person that they brought on knew somebody else that they brought on. Yeah, I know a guy, essentially. Just repeat that like 75, 100 times. The first handful after I got through my personal reach, which again was relatively small, I just started I DM'd random creators on Twitter was the main one that I reached out to them on, just to see if I would get a response, because my thought process is worst case scenario, they say no. Most likely scenario, they just don't respond. Whatever, moving on. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to try, which is kind of the phrase that I've kind of lived by since the Nintendo one. Doesn't hurt to try, because Lord knows I've learned that pretty well at this point.
It seems like with your experience from the Nintendo video, you already have cultivated this sort of process, or at least knowledge from recruiting based on that video. And I believe you also made a Hollow Knight one before that.
I did,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you've had plenty of experience. Was the first steps being taken in that video, the Nintendo one and the Hollow Knight one, a little bit more experimental?
I would definitely say the Hollow Knight one and the Nintendo one were more experimental. The Hollow Knight one, most of the people that were in that video were just friends of mine, which there was only 40 people in there, and there was a couple of those were also, I guess, the thought process of doesn't hurt to try kind of originated from that one, because I did reach out to a small handful of Hollow Knight content creators, and a couple of them did agree. So
I'm just curious. Are you someone that identifies as an extroverted or outgoing person, or was this something that you had to really get out of your comfort zone with whenever you first started doing it?
I would say if you would have asked me 2 or 3 years ago, I probably would have said introverted. But nowadays, I have no idea.
It's just so ambiguous now. It's what even am I?
Because I would consider myself to be generally.
New term. You heard it here first, folks.
I would consider myself to be I'd say a socially awkward or even anxious person, but I like talking to people. That's the thing. So it's this weird somewhere in the middle.
I think that still falls under extroverted. We're this is us getting off topic now, but to my understanding, extroverted is where being extroverted or introverted is about where you draw your energy from, not about your comfort level of talking to people. So what you're describing still, once again, to my understanding, I could be wrong, I'm not a psychologist, but to my understanding, it falls under the extroversion umbrella. It just, I find it so fascinating because the amount of networking that you did in such a short amount of time with such a small preconceived pool of people to work with already is unreal. I'm someone that has done my fair share of networking on YouTube, never at that magnitude of 1 month, that many people. So it's so fascinating.
Loganiel used this term before, and I do agree with it. We really struck lightning in a bottle with this.
We really did. Yeah, finding all those people. Times. Yeah, finding all those people at the right time.
The one that really kicked things off, I would say, is one of the random creators that Loganiel suggested to me to reach out to was a creator named Stone Scone. Relatively smaller, I think at the time. I don't know what his size is now, but at the time, I think it was somewhere between 1 to 2K. And I was looking around, and I don't really see a reliable way to reach out to them, because believe it or not, we didn't really email all that much unless it was someone that was 100% shot in the dark. We are not expecting a response.
Hey Scott the Waz, do you want to join our
that was actually one of them.
Hey, angry video game nerd. I assume because you're such a smaller channel, and I mean you do have a side channel, but since you're a smaller channel with only a couple videos in your main channel with a couple videos under your belt, the process may have been a little bit more challenging compared to, I don't know, getting Scott the Waz, getting a bunch of creators all together. Hey guys, I'm making a tweet. Sign up here.
And whenever you were going through that initial stage of reaching out to people, and once again, we're still on your Nintendo video. We haven't even really gotten to the indie games project yet.
Yeah.
But with that initial Nintendo franchises video, how many people that you reached out to did either reject you or just ghost you and not even respond at all? Like, what was the acceptance rate?
So if we're including people that never responded, because like sometimes it's just a case of they never even saw it to begin with, which is probably what most of them were.
That's probably most too.
Yeah. I'd probably say I feel like most people said more people said yes than those that responded. But I also reached out to a lot of creators. Keep in mind, like, a lot of the YouTubers that I watch that I would know are most likely going to be bigger creators, because those are the ones that you usually see the most.
Those are the ones that you take influence from in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
So after hearing that success rate, after this podcast, I might need you to give me your cold email template, and maybe I can steal that for future reference, because like, holy shit.
We did have a few people that did respond and say no, but most, if not all of them, were pretty respectful about it.
Yeah. That's what I would expect too. Especially whenever it comes to your smaller or smaller with air quotes, because I mean, your definition of a smaller creator could mean anything. But with a lot of creators on the Nintendo side, a lot of whom have been there and done that, whenever it comes to being a smaller channel before they get their audience, a lot of the time they're more respectful whenever you reach out to them, because they understand what it's like being in that position and reaching up and just grasping at straws. Maybe they'll respond, maybe not. Like, that's something I've learned is every time I've gotten rejected by a content creator, I've never had someone be rude or disrespectful. Like, every single time it's very, but yeah, no, that's awesome to hear. And so whenever it comes to the indie games project, did the networking for that differ at all, or was it just kind of routine at that point? You were just like, okay.
It was relatively the same. The thing that made it harder was because we had less slots. We had to be more picky about who we could bring on, because we wanted to have a nice mixture of returning creators and new creators.
Wait, so the Nintendo one had 150 slots.
155.
What about this one?
This one was 155.
It's 100 indie games that you should play.
Because Donovan, 100 creators is such a small amount.
That's so minuscule. That's barely anything.
Dude, because I have so many questions just off of that, because the most people I've ever had in one video is like 6. And that was a nightmare to manage. Like,
I think I already know what question is coming.
Yeah, you already know. Because with 6 people, it was already a nightmare managing who's doing what. Like, if we're gonna hop in a call, finding a time where everyone, like, their schedules line up. So how the hell do you manage 100 people on this project? Like just how? Because like I was in this server, right, for the indie games project, so I saw it from my perspective, and you seem like a very organized person. Like, you would ping everyone, be like, okay, here's the deadline. And you were like, react to this message, make sure it's that way, I know you've seen it. It was very structured, but even then, it's like how did you do that?
How do you choose the games for all the individual creators?
I'll answer Mr. Dean's first, and I'll answer that one, because those ones are relatively separate.
You're just overwhelming him with questions.
I feel like a micro celebrity over here. I'm being interviewed like by the paparazzi. So to answer your question, Mr. Dean, a lot of Google Docs, a lot of notes, surveys. Loganiel is a real one. I could not have done it without him. He definitely helped with a lot of like the second opinions and whatnot. Because he told me he had experience with organizing projects. Nothing of this scale before at all, but he has told me he's had experience with that sort of thing. The thing that makes this one in particular a little easier to manage, and I use the term easier very lightly, very loosely, is everybody's just aside from like the deadlines, everyone's just kind of just doing their own thing. If that makes sense.
Because like everyone has their own segment that they work on, and
they all have their own style. It's basically like a slight chunk of what you'd find on their channels, basically just inserted into this larger video.
Because like they write the scripts, they send it, we review it, we're like, okay, cool, you're good, and then they record it, they edit it, and then they send it my way. And that's essentially mostly what it boils down to. The only hard part is making sure people get it done in time.
but that's what I'm saying, is that is a hard thing to manage, because like, I mean, I don't know, because I'm not the one who managed this, and I don't want you to name drop anyone, but I know there had to be people that were late to the deadline. There had to be.
How'd you whip them into action?
Yeah.
I will say going into it, we kind of, just by the sheer number of people, we kind of expected that there were going to be people that would be late, So it's not like a sort of like, oh, these people are late, time to panic. You know what I mean?
Like you kind of prep
it's something
for
you
that.
yeah, it's something we kind of like mentally prepare for, you know? Like this is a thing that will happen. There's nothing we can do about it. Things happen.
So it's kind of like being proactive instead of reactive with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and so Donovan, what were you asking?
Yeah, how do you designate the games to each creator, or do the creators just pick the game, and maybe if there's some overlap, the other creator is going to have to switch their game?
So the indie game one in particular, because the indie game one and the Nintendo one were kind of different from one another in terms of how we assigned them. Because if the Nintendo one was there is a specific set of games that need to be covered. We just need someone to cover said game. In the indie game one, it's just like, okay, everybody pick. Okay, this is exactly how it went. Everybody picks 5 games that they would want to cover in order of how much they want to cover them. Then we just stuck everybody's name on a wheel. We spun the wheel 100 times, and whoever it landed on would get whatever game was at the top of their list that wasn't already taken by a previous wheel spin winner.
Okay.
That way, everybody had a fair chance of getting the game that they wanted.
Which, by the way, can I add something to this too? Because I have PTSD to trying to figure out what games to put on my list in, because the rules were very strict, right? It had to be a game that was not owned by a what do you call it? Like a big company, right? So even if the game was developed as an indie game, but then it was later out bought by another company, it was not eligible. So I remember I came to Sten and I sent him my list of 5 games, and I was so excited. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I want to talk about either Super Mega Baseball, Plants vs. Zombies, Bloons Tower Defense, just like all these indie games. And then every single one, Sten was like, oh yeah, no, so EA bought PopCap, so that one is not eligible.
I completely forgot that happened.
Yeah, he was like, all right, so Super Mega Baseball is actually owned by this company, so you can't do that one. And I was like, fuck. I was like,
it's like, no.
I was like,
my dreams are shattered.
I was like panicking. I was like, do I even know any indie games?
Here's a little side tangent. Is Cuphead an indie game? Because it was
it's
originally
Microsoft,
published
right?
by Xbox.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Ori? I think that might have also been originally.
Isn't that also originally published by? I thought.
Microsoft does not own Cuphead.
Do they not?
Yeah. Oh, so would that be considered an indie game for this?
Cuphead would count as an indie game, yes, but nobody voted. But nobody won it.
Wait, no one wanted it.
No one went.
Wait.
Cuphead.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, people voted for Cuphead, but nobody won it. No, there's actually like a decent number of bigger games that nobody ended up getting because nobody voted for it as their top game.
Honestly, I think that if we're getting psychological, I think a genuine reason for that is because people assumed that someone else would put it and they just didn't even bother. Because
that was something that happened.
Yeah, I could personally attest to that because, like, for example, one game I'm very passionate about that I would love to talk about is like Celeste. I knew damn well that like 30 other people minimum were putting Celeste on their list. So I was like, the odds of me getting Celeste is so low that I'm not going to waste a slot on my list with Celeste. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Same thing with Hollow Knight. Same thing with, like, I don't know, Undertale. You know what I mean? It's like there's certain indie games that everyone was going to be putting down. So I think that might have been what happened with Cuphead, where people just assumed that others were going to do it. And to be honest, I didn't even really know that would qualify. I figured that Microsoft owned it, so I didn't even really know that.
I do think there's also an aspect of some people, like, I would not be surprised if there's a decent handful of people that are just like, okay, I don't really want to talk about this game because everybody already knows what it is. I want to share something that people don't already know about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think there's a bit of an aspect of that too.
Cuphead's already had its flowers. Who cares?
I know.
I don't need to convince you to play Celeste.
yeah. There are definitely some games in that. I remember in the outline where I was like, okay, I definitely know that very well. But there, honestly, I remember reading through the list. A lot of them I wasn't really familiar with, and that kind of interested me. I was like, oh, okay, wow. I'm excited to learn about these.
Like, some of the bigger games that weren't covered, which is interesting. The big one is Stardew Valley. I think, like,
wow,
nobody ended up getting Stardew Valley.
So one of us had an audio problem that we had to pause the episode for. I won't say who it is because I feel like it's mean to constantly bring it up, but I will say that their name rhymes with Donovan and Sud. So yeah.
It must have been Sir Musty.
What the fuck? Okay. So yeah. So which also, now that you mentioned that, shout out to Sten for being the reason I met Sir Musty, because he's also
really?
in the 100 Indie Games video. Yeah. I did not personally know Sir Musty until I was in your project, and I was like reaching out to people. And what's funny is Sir Musty was one of the people that I reached out to, and then he was like, "Oh shit! I literally just uploaded a video of me reacting to your video."
I was gonna say, I could have sworn he watched one of your videos at one point.
It was the same day I reached out to him.
That's awesome, actually.
I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
The stars aligned.
Okay, so yeah, we were talking about Stardew Valley and how no one picked it, and I was just going to say that maybe it's because everyone realized that it's a bullshit cozy game and it sucks because it's Stardew Valley.
Hey, yo, hop off my goat like that. Come on.
And that was a joke. I already made fun of Space Odyssey. I can't take any more. That was
like my third favorite game of all time.
I love Stardew Valley too. Don't worry. Good. I am not a Stardew Valley.
They're good. You're safe for now.
But yeah, like I remember with the whole like game sorting process, it was very like. I mean, I was going to say it was stressful on my end. I can't imagine what it was like sorting it from the person leading the 100 YouTuber team.
Honestly, it was like actually assigning the series was probably the easy part. It was honestly more fun than anything, just trying to see what everybody was going to end up with. Because
I imagine it would be fun.
Because we did the wheel spin live on in a VC channel. And everyone was literally all it is spin a wheel. What's at the top? That's their game. Next one, spin the wheel. What's at the top? That one. And then that was just that like 99 more times.
Everyone's like crossing their fingers.
Yeah, basically, it was actually really fun.
I wish I was able to attend that live. I don't remember what I was doing, but I wasn't able to sit there on the Discord call for 4 hours watching a wheel get spin.
I don't blame you. Most people didn't.
No, I do remember. I do remember once we did get the game sorted, I feel like it was pretty smooth sailing from there, right?
Yeah, it was just, all right, guys, here's your deadline. Everyone do their thing.
Yeah, I remember I got mine done like a month early. I was like, I want to just like get it over with and not have to, like, I don't want to be procrastinating on this and then have to rush it out. I was like, I'm just gonna make my little, which by the way, it's not to spoil for anyone that wanted to see what I had to say in this. But I did Pummel Party, so if you are interested to hear what I have to say about Pummel Party, you can either watch a review of the game I made like 2 years ago, or just go to Sten's video and find where I am somewhere in the barrage of segments. I'm sure the video is going to be like 5 hours long or something like that, so have fun figuring out where I am.
So first of all, 3 hours and 50 minutes. Second of all...
Sorry, my fault.
The 5 hours scared away like half the viewers. How dare you?
The Nintendo one was 5 hours, 45 minutes. And second of all, we have timestamps.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Well,
was there a set time limit for everyone? Or
no longer than 2 hours, or not 2 hours.
Yeah, this is one segment that's just like an hour long.
No longer than 2.5 minutes.
Me and Donovan just submit a whole special hour segment of us talking about it.
You don't add it and we like sue or something.
So I do want to kind of like jump into the big topic, because I think that this is one I want to make sure gets its ample amount of time in the episode. But this video, like the Nintendo one that you had made before, is a charitable video. I forgot what the specific charity, but what is the charity that's going to specifically?
NAMI.
Okay, yeah, which is mental health for anyone that's unfamiliar. So I was curious about, like, was there a specific reason that you wanted to focus on mental health, not just for this video, but the previous one as well?
Probably like years at this point, probably for like as long as I can remember. Mental health has been something that's kind of like pretty important to me. I never personally struggled too much with it, but I had a lot of friends that were, and as someone who didn't, I was like, I really want these good friends of mine to not be struggling so much, So I wanted, I always knew that if I did something for charity, I wanted it to be something mental health related.
Yeah, which I think, that's really noble too, because like I was expecting you to say something like, oh yeah, no, like I've had my personal experience with mental health, and that's like the fact that it's because of your friends. That's really cool. And I remember because like that creeped into every little aspect of like the script writing, like making sure that we don't accidentally say anything that would go against the cause of the video. Yeah, I found that really interesting because mental health is something that means a lot to me too. So I remember that was one of the things that whenever our mutual friend Pat Nat, who's been on the podcast before, but he was also in this video, and he I think he was the one that recommended my channel to you, right?
I'm pretty sure. I can double check. I mean, I got a lot of channel recommendations when we were first starting out, so I don't remember.
Dude, this guy is a celebrity, bro.
Not the flex or anything.
See, I was like, wait, did he recommend my channel? He was like, dude, honestly, like, I have so many fucking like hoes on my channel. It's like, I don't even know. Okay, I'm pretty sure.
Flex all the YouTubers in my pocket.
Dude, I got a whole roster, man. Like you, like,
I got a on speed dial.
Okay, but like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Pat Nat.
It was Pat Nat.
Yeah, it was Pat. Yeah. But yeah, so I remember whenever Pat kind of like gave me a brief elevator pitch of what the video was, he mentioned that it was for charity, specifically for mental health. And that immediately like perked my eyes. I was like, oh, like I've never done anything really like on YouTube for charity in general. Saying that out of context makes me sound like a complete asshole. I just haven't had the opportunity. I want to do stuff for charity. It's not that I like don't want to. This is me just like saving myself right now. But yeah,
first Stardew Valley, and then Space Odyssey.
Yeah, but yeah, whenever I heard it was for mental health, it immediately like caught my attention. So yeah, with this specific charity org, is it a specific aspect of it? Like, do they do depression, anxiety, or is it just like an umbrella?
I'm pretty sure it's just like an umbrella.
Just an umbrella. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this kind of goes without saying, but thank you for choosing mental health and kind of like allowing the project to act as a platform for both like awareness for people, because I'm sure, I mean, not only just people watching the video, but I mean, even many of the viewers like not viewers, many of the people that, were a part of the project like myself that also have their own battles with mental health or whatever that may be, having something that they're working on that is actively going to help with treatment, with awareness. It is a really cool thing to be a part of.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very, very glad that you chose that to be, the charity of choice. Are you planning on continuing to do like work with that org, or are you gonna like mix up the charitable cause in the future?
I'm not entirely sure yet. Right now there are no like current set in stone plans for what I'm doing next of this like sort of video, this style of video. I mentioned it. I mentioned at the end of the like in the outro for it, where I kind of go on my little spiel. I kind of want to take a break from these like bigger projects to focus on some of my own like personal projects.
I wonder why. Honestly, like I can't imagine why you'd want to do that.
Because like as much as I love these projects, and I always will, these are really special to me. There are aspects where they can get kind of stressful, and I kind of just need a sort of mental break to kind of like do my own thing. One of the other like slight downsides for these kinds of things is I am a creator. I love creating things, but when it comes to these projects, as far as like expressing myself goes, the only time I really get to express myself is only for like a couple minutes. So I've never like ever since the Hollow Knight video, I haven't really had the chance to really make something that is fully my expression.
I think we've kind of talked about something similar with Mario Power, where his videos are basically a large culmination of just a bunch of different creators, and he's highlighting all these amazing Mario Kart modding creations. But we also talked about how there isn't too much of his personality inside the actual videos, but I guess that's what the second channel is for, and you also do have a second channel. But yeah, I think you already answered the question about how you feel about sort of taking like a step back from the spotlight and giving the spotlight to all these different creators. But I also think, that's also very, very admirable. These videos that you're making, they're basically large baskets of passion, like a ton of people coming together all organized by you. You are the ringleader. Like that alone gives you so much importance, and I just want to commemorate you for that.
Well, that's all that I had specifically laid out in the outline. So unless if either of you guys wanted to bring anything else up, I was gonna say we could, like, I have a whole set of questions that I could pull from because we haven't really done questions the past few weeks.
We could do the questions.
Okay, Stan, was there anything else that you wanted to mention, or do you want to?
I did have a few notes on some things that we were.
Okay. Oh yeah, go for it.
Go
for it.
I mentioned a guy named Stone earlier, and essentially what happened with that was I was trying to figure out how to reach out to him, and I couldn't find a way, but I was watching one of his videos, and I happened to see another creator in there named Wacko. I'm like, whatever. He likes the messenger. He has good taste. So I reached out to him, and he's like, hey, I know some people. And he invited me to...
It's like a chain that keeps growing.
He invited me to a Discord server called like the Creator Hub or something like that, and it was just a snowball effect from there. And that's how, like, I would not be surprised if that single instance, like that single event, got us more than half of the creators in our project for the Nintendo one.
Is there any game highlights or funny moments we could look forward to in this upcoming video?
I don't think Mr. Dean has seen it because I don't remember who all was there for. Because we did a live watch along.
I was not there.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But I did something really cool for the credits. I won't spoil it here, but it's not just a scroll. Let's just say that.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is we got to watch all 3 hours and 50 minutes.
Absolutely.
No skipping.
No skipping.
Hey guys, come on. After all this hard work, we have to give Sten his watch time, okay? And if you don't, you're a dick because it's going to charity.
There was a couple people that really went above and beyond for their segments. There was one person that modded themselves into the game that they were talking about with voice lines.
Oh, what
That's
the fuck?
crazy. Wow.
Damn, wait, my segment is so boring and I was just talking about the game.
I mean, that's what most people did, but there were a handful that were like, you didn't need to cook this hard, but it's very much appreciated.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow. Damn. They were going for that extra credit.
They really were.
Okay, was there anything else?
Not anything in particular, but there, like I said, there are a lot of everyone in the project did a really good job. 100%.
Do we have an outlook on the future? I know you briefly mentioned you don't want to you want to take a break from these large like collaborations.
Like especially since I have a full-time job, I just don't have as much time as I would like to make content. So I would like to focus more on like retrospective type videos. I have one planned. I'm not going to say too much on it yet because it's still a pretty early production, but as far as projects go that I have had full creative freedom over, full creative control over, this is looking to be the most ambitious and most special project that I've made, like on my own. Nice. I say on my own, but there are going to be some guest appearances in there. They're just not going to be like the focus or anything.
But I'm assuming probably not 100 of them.
No, absolutely not. they're less.
100's too little. What are you talking about?
They're less of like the focus and more of fun little guest appearances from people that I know that happen to be familiar with the series that I'm talking about.
Okay, so I was just looking through the questions. I think I selected the 3 that would be fun to talk about. These are all 3 of these are pretty unserious, I'll be honest. But I thought it would be fun. Okay, so our first question. Oh, by the way, if anyone has any questions that they want us to answer on the podcast, feel free to either leave that down below in the comments or join the Special Hour Discord server where we have a text channel where you are able to ask away. It doesn't have to be gaming related. None of these 3 questions are gaming related today. So first up, my friend Marlon asks, how many energy drinks can you drink before you just fucking die? I love the added emphasis.
I love the fucking die part. Yeah. Thank you for looking out for us.
So, well, like, what energy drink are we talking about? They all have different milligram counts of caffeine.
Monster.
Okay. So I think Monster is like, what, 150, 200, around there? I think if we're being scientific, I'm pretty sure you could probably hit... Well, it also depends on your BMI. It depends on how much food you have in your stomach beforehand. I would guess 3.
3 monsters,
3 monsters.
buddy. That's some white work.
Dang, bro.
That's a bigger pussy.
Sorry. Sorry that I'm not a caffeine junkie,
3.
Donovan.
No. I don't worry. I'm a pussy as well. My friend, however, is on a different level. I've seen on his desk a whole like just box of the like Celsius energy drinks. Multiple of those could probably kill a man within a week. He's also had a giant box of also Monster. I went over to his desk one day. I'm like, oh, I see you got your little death cans on your desk. So for him, probably like 20, 30. For me,
20? No, Donovan, no.
What?
No.
Dude. This guy would drink energy drinks for breakfast and lunch.
Bro is an energy
Those
drink.
would be the only meals he would eat for a time. He is not real. He's Hal.
That's Hal from A Space Odyssey. Yes, right. No, like actually, Hal 20.
He's bought 2 boxes of Celsius drinks and Monster drinks. How many are those? How many cans are in a box? I'm not entirely sure. I'm still gonna say like probably 20. He could tank them. For me, also 3, maybe 5. I'll say 5, just to one up you.
Let me just say, before Sten answers this question, let me just put a quick PSA up. Please do not drink 20 months. Please do not do that. Please. Energy drinks are definitely not good for you, so be very careful about your consumption. Not to like be that guy, but like I just don't want anyone to listen to this and be like, oh, I'm gonna drink 8 monsters in one sitting. Okay, so Sten, how many could you drink before you just fucking die?
So here's the thing. You guys think you have
always a
rookie
thing.
numbers, all right? I just straight up don't like the taste of carbonation. So
Which is a good
genuinely
thing.
don't know. I quite literally have no idea.
If you had to stomach all of it, give us a number.
Just to give you an idea. I say carbonation, so I don't like pop either.
Valid.
One time, because I used to work at Taco Bell. One time I was
boy.
like,
The healthiest place.
I keep
on Earth.
hearing about this Baja Blast. Maybe I should give it a try. This is the
yeah.
first time I
Baja-
tried pop in like years.
Yeah, so
I
Baja
tried it.
Blast is not an energy drink, but it is good.
It is carbon. This is just to give you an idea, all right? I tried the Baja Blast, which again is the first time I've had any kind of pop in years. Because I don't like the taste of carbonation. My stomach was hurting the entire rest of the day.
Okay, so maybe
Really?
so let's just not have
so
Sten drink any.
I looked over at my
No. Here's
coworker.
the thing about carbonation. I don't really like it that much either. But hypothetically, I drank like cans of beer. Hypothetically, and that's carbonated. I fucking hate the taste. It's like if someone pissed in a can. But if you want to get that buzz, I'll chug it down.
Beer is not something that you drink for the taste of it. That is, okay, so which by the way, beer is also not an energy drink, so I don't know why that's even relevant.
The carbonation.
Okay. All right. Our next question from my friend Nathan. He asks, what do y'all think about grapes?
Yeah,
Did the come in the question?
Yeah. So I texted him saying, I texted him saying, do you have any questions for the podcast? And he said, I don't know why he said that, but, well, me personally, green grapes are where it's at. Those like plump green grapes that are like, that are like thick. They just like. I was about to be so graphic and say like it's so they're so like succulent whenever you
the plump, girthy, thick ball.
Okay, I did not say girthy. I did not say girthy. Donovan, there are families listening to this probably. Hopefully not.
We were just talking about charity like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we were just talking about our philanthropist's benefacting work to society.
So much range on this podcast.
Okay, so Donovan, what are your thoughts on grapes?
Sorry.
What are your thoughts on grapes?
Grapes are fine. Here's my hot take. I don't really like raisins that much.
That is not a hot take.
That's not a hot take.
Oh, really?
That's just true.
Really?
That's just
that's
Unnormal.
just true.
Unnormal.
Like, what do you mean?
That's not even
like
an opinion.
Who likes
oatmeal
grapes?
like raisin
Below the age of
cookies.
50.
Raisin cookies. They were probably made by like some idiot that probably thought the chocolate chips or the raisins were chocolate chips, and they just dumped it in the cookie. So grapes are fine. Raisins.
Raisins are most definitely not grapes. I know that they're dried up grapes, but they're not grapes. Like
some idiot left it out in the sun and thought it was good.
Yeah, it's like that. Like calling raisins grapes is like calling pickles the same thing as cucumbers. Like it's not the same thing. Okay, Sten, what about you? What are your thoughts on grapes?
I think grapes are just kind of they're good. Like if I were to put them on like a tier list, they'd probably be like a B tier. But yeah, I agree that green is definitely the best one.
Ooh, wait, one episode we should have a guest on, and we should do a tier list of fruit. That'd be fun.
A fruit? This is not a gaming podcast, guys. Like, we can talk about that all you want, but this truly isn't a gaming podcast.
Sorry for having an idea. Like, oh my. Okay. All right. So our final question is from my friend Andrew, and this one is actually like semi-serious. He asked, "What is one food cuisine that you have always wanted to try but just have not?"
Sten, you got something?
I don't really know,
take your time. Take your time, Donovan. Don't worry. Yeah,
I don't really know, to be honest, because like, I'll be honest, I'm like generally kind of a picky eater. So like normally it's just one of those things where it's like on the whim. I'm like, you know what? This sounds kind of good. I'm gonna give this a try. It's not something that I'm like, oh, this is something I've always wanted to try, but now I can. You know what I mean?
Okay, so like, what is your favorite cuisine then?
Okay, my favorite. My I'd say. Did you say spaghetti counts? I love spaghetti.
So it's like Italian. Yes, like Italian.
Yeah,
that's valid.
Yes, the spaghetti cuisine.
I'd go to Olive Garden every day if I could.
Any day. I feel like I've tried like a lot. I'm gonna start like naming off countries that I haven't tried. I don't know. A Brazilian. Sure.
I can't help but feel like you're just pointing at a globe and just saying whatever the first country you see is. Like,
because I've had like small tastings of like Indian, Greek. I've had Polish.
Wait, so would Brazilian be like fogo de chao, like Brazilian steakhouses?
Okay, well now Brazilian has been axed off because I have had that.
Yeah, I could be. I'm pretty sure that's Brazilian. I think. Let me Google that. Actually, I don't want to come off as just completely stupid on the plate. Fogo de chao.
Oh, nice weather today, huh?
Type of food. Yes, it is a Brazilian steakhouse. Yeah.
Okay, so Brazilian's off the menu. I think I've had Argentinian stuff. I'm going through South America, right? Antarctica.
Okay.
I can't say I've had
haven't had anything there. So I want an Antarctican cuisine.
Does anyone want to go for some penguin right about now? Like what even is Antarctican cuisine? Like what is that? Isn't it only like scientists that live there? It's
like for a second I thought you said like it's just like scientists like on the plate.
No. I guess you could go like could you go fishing or is it like
probably fish, penguin, ice, frozen people.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For mine, I would say Indian or just like South Asian in general. So I'll just say like Indian. I don't know, like Pakistani. Just like I don't even really know what all the type of foods are beyond India, but like. I don't know. I feel like because I'm also trying to build up my spice tolerance. You know what I mean? Because currently I got I got that white boy spice tolerance, which is lack thereof. You know what I mean?
I have a terrible spice tolerance. It clearly didn't translate in my blood, so I have the spice tolerance of like a white person. So I have a lot of Indian friends, and my tongue will be burning.
So here's an idea for your next project, Sten, is you get 100 food content creators together and they each make a different cuisine from around the world.
I don't even know how to begin organizing that.
Writing that down.
Yeah, you can thank me later for that one. All right, so with that being said, that was episode 22 of the special hour. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. Sten, is there anywhere where the people can find you on the internet if they want to go check you out?
Mainly on YouTube, but also I've used Blue Sky. I quit using Twitter at one point. Now I only ever use it for like promotional
you
stuff.
mean X, right? I need to stop doing this bit. This is getting out of hand. Sten, you're on Blue Sky, not Twitter.
Yeah.
Was there anything else, or just I did not mean to cut you off for like the dumbest bit of all time.
It's just YouTube and Blue Sky mainly. I guess I have a Discord server, but like it's not very active at the moment.
Okay. Donovan, where can the people find you on the internet?
Find me, DonovanDud, on YouTube. You can primarily interact with me on my Discord server, the Nintendo Boys. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. I mean X.
Oh, brother.
X for your. Anyways, are you on X, Mr. Dean?
I am. Well, I'm on Twitter because I'm not.
I'm also on True Social. Blah blah blah.
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
Mastodon.
See, Donovan just went to that place that I was unwilling to go to. Like, I had set my bar there, and Donovan just soared past it.
The floodgates have opened.
So I'm not even on social media. You can find me at your local rally. Okay. All right. On a real note. All right. So I am MrDean44. I should not be following up that sentence with my username. So I am MrDean44. I am on YouTube. Do lots of Nintendo reviews, retrospectives, rankings, all that kind of stuff. I am on Blue Sky and Twitter. You can check me out on either one of those. And then I also have a Discord server called the Dean Kingdom, just your typical Discord server stuff. And with that being said, bye.
Bye.
Right.